Yo, 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 what's up, guys? Good morning, Hope everyone is doing well. Today, it is Thursday, May 21st. Hope y'all are doing okay today. Alright. So, like I said, guys, I took my first loss yesterday. I know you can't hear me. You're gonna yell at me. I know. 1 second. Alright, that should be good. Let me know if that works with the music. I think I turned it down enough. I think I found, like, if I could keep the music running at, like, 35 to 40 dBs, it's fine. I think that should be fine. I'm kind of sunburnt today, man. I bought my family a pool. And, it's, like, I ordered it off of Amazon, and it's, like, a big, like 18-foot pool. And we put it up yesterday, and now I'm all sunburnt. But what's up, guys? What's up, Gavin? Relaxing? Hey, that rhymes. Jay, Paul, Son, Emmanuel, Professor, Tay, Unknowns, Chase, Jason. Good morning, team. What's up, guys? Hope y'all are well today. But yeah, so let's go ahead and look at some stuff. Honestly, I haven't taken my sip of coffee yet, so I might just BS until my coffee cools down enough for me to take a sip. Oh, man, I'm not really feeling that great this morning. I don't think I'm actually sick. I think I'm just sunburnt. But I also have some cold chills. I also think I'm late drinking my coffee, which is a plausible reason for me feeling this bad. Let me see. Don't judge me today. I've got a Winnie the Pooh mug, you know. Don't judge me. It's hot though. But yeah, guys, let me take a look at what we got going on here. I saw this yesterday. Look at ACB. That's one of the craziest movers today is ACB. I saw this one moving. I had to go work on my computer yesterday, and when I got here, the first thing that just kind of popped out at me was ACB was ripping up in after hours. And so ACB gapping up from 12s to 16 in after hours. Huge rip here, big move, a lot of volume. I'm almost certainly going to trade this one today, at least a little bit. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'm almost certainly going to trade this one today, at least a tad bit. What's up, Steve? You can't hear the music? Really? There you go. Is that better? Let me know. Here, I might have to listen to this myself. I'll be right back. We always have such a major disagreement on how loud the music is, and so I gotta listen to it to myself to see if it's at a good level or not. It needs to be hearable. Like, you should be able to hear it, but not too loud to where it overpowers my voice. You know. So I'll be right back. Oh my gosh, man. I've been reading this whole article on ACB and I've been muted the whole time. The whole time I've been muted. Ah, man. Alright, so ACB here. I noticed this one ripping up in after hours yesterday. ACB is up is because it's acquiring a CBD company called Reliva CBD. I'm going to go ahead and read this again, even though I just read it. This is an article from Dow Jones Newswires. It says, quote, a year after ACB executives started publicly talking about a push into the U.S. market, the company has made its move, the $40 million all-stock purchase of a cannabidiol maker called Reliva. So ACB is going to issue roughly 2 million shares to make the purchase, but shares still went up 30% in the extended hour session. Aurora, which is ACB, said Reliva sells products in 20,000 retail locations in the U.S. and has achieved a non-standard measure of profitability. Set to close in June, Aurora could pay up to $45 million in additional stock beyond the $40 million initial payment. And that's all quoting from Dow Jones Newswire. So yeah, ACB is basically acquiring a CBD company called Reliva LLC CBD. And that's basically what's going down here for ACB. We'll see what happens. It could get interesting. It's a big acquisition. Even though they're issuing and they're spending a bunch of money on this acquisition, a little bit unconventionally, ACB is still moving up. And we'll see what happens here. It could. I'm almost certainly going to trade this one today, ACB specifically. I'm almost certainly going to trade that. It's just, I had pretty solid results with it yesterday. And so I'm certainly going to be watching that one. The next one we have on our list is XTNT, and this one has a really easy level at 120, 160, $2, let me see, 250, and 285 up here. I think those are all really interesting levels. You know, should be interesting in a solid few levels to watch here for XTNT, and I think this one's up after first quarter EPS of 19 cents, which is up from 21 cents year over year, and sales of 14.8 million, which is down from 16.7 million year over year. And so they had okay first quarter results that came out, but that was on the 7th. And the reason this one is up is because OrbiMed Advisors reported a 77.7% stake in XTNT. So OrbiMed Advisors reported a big stake in this company, and it is up because of that. You know, up a pretty big amount. You got to be careful, and if people want to know why these low floaters always end up failing, like if people want to know why they end up failing, right? Like people want to know why they gap up and then they just crash back down the next day, you know? And that happens a lot. Very rarely will a stock just continue to run up day after day in penny stock land with these low floats. And if you want to know why that happens, if you want to know why they fail, you have to think about it in this regard, okay? So let's go over that for a second. You got to really think about it in this light. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, no. I know. I was muted the whole time. But yeah, if you want to know why stocks like this end up failing and why stocks like this end up just gapping up big and then crashing down the next day, you got to really think about it. Think about it objectively, right? Say you're a company and you're holding a 77% stake in this company and it's a cheap penny stock worth 63 cents. You know? Say you're holding it down here and you're holding a cheap penny stock that's worth 63 cents. You know? What are you going to do if the stock runs up, you know, 350%? What are you going to do? Right? Are you going to hold through that? I know I'm not. You know, if I'm holding a 63 cent stock and it goes up 230, 350%, however much, you know, if I'm holding that, I'm going to unload a bunch of those shares. You know, I'm going to take my money and run. You know, because who knows if it's going to be back higher again. Penny stocks are typically terrible companies. And so whether the people holding those shares are in the company or they are outsiders that are investing in the company or whatever, right? When a stock goes up 300%, I'm going to take some profit. And what does taking profit do when the stock has a low float and is very easily manipulated, taking profit makes the stock crash. You know, that's the reality of it. And that's why penny stocks always fail, most of the time at least. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Reported stake in XT and TNT here. We also have SONM. You know, I know the big cool thing is for penny stocks just to run and go crazy, and everybody wants to trade breakouts with them. But like most of the time, they're just crashing down because people are taking profits because they're terrible companies. And so anytime they gap up overnight, people are like, hey, I better take profits before it goes back down. You know, and like that's the reality. And then them taking profits just makes the stock drop. You know. But yeah, we got SONM here gapping up from 92 cents all the way to $1.48. This is Sonam Technologies, and the CEO reported on first quarter results. It reported a first quarter revenue of $12.7 million, a first quarter loss per share of 48 cents, a first quarter EPS of 48 cents, which is down from 39 cents year over year. Sales of $12.7 million, which is down from $26.484 million year over year. So why is this up? So it had a first quarter miss. Like, these results are not that great. But these came out on the 14th. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I think I'm losing my voice a little bit. Maybe I've got the corona, but I told you I'm not really feeling that hot this morning. I'm not feeling bad per se, but I'm not feeling great. Okay, so this all came out on a week ago, roughly. The real reason SONM is up today is because they are launching the Ultra Rugged Rapid Development Kit for portable communication systems. So they have a new Ultra Rugged Rapid Deployment Kit for portable communication systems. Sorry, not development. A Rapid Deployment Kit for portable communication systems. So this is Sonam Technologies. And they are deploying the RDK3, which is an all-in-one portable communication solution designed to provide emergency and public safety teams with reliable access and connectivity, and even the most dangerous in remote mission-critical situations. I'm going to mute this and just cough a little bit. I'll be right back. Alright, that's a little bit better. I hope I can talk today. I think I'm okay. I feel like I'm okay. I think maybe just allergies is what I'm thinking. Yeah. Talk too much while muted. I know, man. I know. Yeah, for sure. Alright, but yeah, they're deploying a new kit, and that launch is causing some bullish sentiment. I would watch these levels, but not really in love with any of these. We also have CLSK. You know, I'm watching these levels, but $2.50, $2.90, $3 maybe, $3.10, and $3.27. Let's look at the catalyst behind this one too. So this is Clean Spark. They put out an 8K that showed the Company CARES Act loan was approved and the borrower received proceeds of $531,000. And so they had a loan that was approved and they received a sum of $531,000 because of it. And that's the reason CLSK is up. We'll see what happens with it. ACB gapping up here. We might have some interesting levels for ACB. You know, I don't mind 1650. I think that level looks slightly interesting. You know, maybe 17 too. But I'll almost certainly trade ACB today. I had pretty solid results. Yesterday was my first losing day in I don't know how long. I did lose yesterday. I can't remember how much it was, but I know I lost. The goal is to hit 10K in profits. Cinemark is up. CNK gapping up from 1390s to 15 for Cinemark. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think it might be allergies too. Yeah, I might go get a cough drop. We've got like some honey cough drops I might hit up in a second. But yeah, CNK is up. I don't know why CNK is up. I don't see anything. I can look at like... And if you want to hear what the big dogs, so to speak, in the stock world were doing, here's a little breakdown. Fund managers were dumping FANG stock, F-A-N-G, in the first quarter with a handful of exceptions. Tepper bought Netflix and Cooperman bought Facebook. Alphabet was one stock several fund managers were selling in the quarter. Taperman and Cooperman and Soros all reduced their holdings. Einhorn and Ackman both bought Berkshire, while Buffett himself was buying PNC Financial and little else. Bank stocks were popular among fund managers in the first quarter after the Fed Reserve cut interest rates to 0%. Einhorn bought Goldman Sachs, Cooperman bought JP Morgan, and sold Citigroup and Wells Fargo. Buffett sold Goldman Sachs, and Soros sold Bank of America, Citigroup, JP Morgan, and Wells Fargo. Interesting. But yeah, I don't know why I don't know why CNK is up. I'm gonna go grab myself a cough drop in a second, team, so I'll be right back. We got a few other ones like TJX here, which is some type of ETF. EXPE, which I think is Expedia. Yeah. We're gonna look at Expedia when I get back, but I'm gonna go grab myself a cough drop. Maybe Gavin. I might, bro. I'll be right back, guys. Like I said, I'm gonna go get myself a cough drop. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, I ran to go get these cough drops. I mean, I got some Ricola. It should be, this is like honey and other stuff, so hopefully this will help me. I cut my grass yesterday, and like I took a bath afterwards, because I just wanted to like sit there. And so I didn't actually shower, and I think maybe my hair still has like pollen in it, is maybe what it could be. That's probably what it is. Alright, guys. I really should be wearing a mask while live streaming. Yeah, for sure. Alright, we got EXPE. I'm about to just take a big sip of coffee and just power through this. We got Expedia Group. A 10K just out shows the Korean FTC in February 2020 sent to the company's request for info for hotel contracts entered into a by company. Whatever that means. Let me look a little bit deeper into this. Alright, so this is first quarter results. And I don't like reading these reports. Alright, so yeah, Expedia Group posted a steeper first quarter loss as the pandemic dried up bookings, basically. They put out first quarter loss per share of $9.24, first quarter loss of $1.3 billion total, first quarter revenue of $2.21 billion. Then why is it up? Why is Expedia up? If anybody knows, let me know. Deutsche maintained a buy rating on Expedia. Bank of America Securities reiterated a neutral. And so, interesting. We'll see what happens with it. We also have BJ's, which is up, but not really that much volume to accompany this one. AZN, looking kind of crazy. ACMR, CATS. And then we got the overall market here, team. And the overall market is slightly down. It was down a lot more. I'm gonna get rid of some of these levels just so we can have a clear view of the overall market. So yeah, so the market was down more than this, but the market has actually recently rebounded. And so let's go ahead and take a look at why the market is doing what it's doing. And I'm gonna go ahead and try to find an ETF preview. I'm gonna take a big gulp of coffee first, though. All right, that should help me. I see you. I see you. Yeah, you got me, buddy. Hey, you know what today is? You do? It's your kindergarten graduation, buddy. You're graduating kindergarten today, dude. You excited? Yeah? Sorry, my son's graduating kindergarten today. He's got to do a little thing at his school. But yeah, so yeah, I actually got to leave the stream by 10 today. I'm going to have to leave the stream a little bit earlier. Mitch is going to have to hold it down. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and quote this, and this is from MT Newswires, and it says, quote, broad market exchange funds traded like SPDR, S&P 500, ETF Trust, which is the SPY, the IWM, and the IVV were weaker ahead of Thursday's regular session. Actively traded Invesco QQQ Trust Series I, which is the QQQ, fell 0.4% in pre-market, and stocks were lower ahead of the market open as tensions between the U.S. and China resurfaced following the U.S. Senate's approval of a bill that will add more hurdles before foreign companies can list in the U.S. The legislation is especially aimed at Chinese companies. The U.S. Senate's approval of the bill, which is still up for deliberation from the House of Reps, follows weeks of heated exchanges between top officials of the world's two biggest economies on the COVID-19 pandemic, and these exchanges raised worries the U.S. and China will once again engage in a trade war that will further burden the global economy already weighted down by the by the pandemic. Cases across the globe are nearing the 5 million mark, according to Johns Hopkins University. And on the economic calendar is the much-watched weekly jobless claims report at 8:30 a.m. which should have came out about 27 minutes ago. Yeah, I got you, bud. Here you go, buddy. Yeah, so that came out about 27 minutes ago, along with the Philadelphia Fed Business Outlook survey. The PMI Composite Flash Index is posted at 9:45 Eastern, which is in about 48 minutes. Followed by existing home sales and leading indicators at 10 a.m. Eastern. The EIA domestic natural gas inventories follows at 10 a.m. Eastern, or 10:30 Eastern, sorry. For Fed Reserve watchers, the New York President John Williams speaks at 10 a.m., Vice Chair Richard Clarida speaks at 1 p.m., and Chair Jerome Powell and Governor Lowell speaks at 2:30 Eastern. So we might get some volatility and power hour, it seems, a little bit earlier. And so, yeah, to look over to other major market news, we have crude that is up roughly 2%. We can look at like the U.S. oil fund here and see crude and oil is up. The U.S. oil fund is up the same. Natural gas is down roughly 2%. The U.S. natural gas fund is down 2% as well. Gold is down 0.8%. The Spider Gold Trust is down 0.8% as well. Silver is down nearly 2%. And the iShares Silver Trust is up about 0.9%. But this is down too. The iShares Silver Trust is down as well. So, yeah, that's the market news today, guys. I'm seeing a lot of stuff is talking about a tweet that Trump put out. Let me see if I can find it. Apparently, there was some type of tweet that came out. Yeah, so early this morning, it says Trump put out a tweet that said, quote, China is on a massive disinformation campaign and, quote, trying to desperately deflect the pain and carnage that their country spread throughout the world, end quote. And yeah, that is from Trump. I don't understand it, guys. I really don't understand it. And the thing I don't understand is that it's like, look, if you're trying to manage this economy right now, right? If you're trying to manage this economy, big swings, big hurdles, you know, and like I said, I'm not picking sides here. This is my subjective opinion. But if you're trying to manage this economy right now, wouldn't you want to kind of keep the economy somewhat stable right now? Understanding how much these tweets affect the economy. Considering the trade battle with China, considering the pandemic in general, businesses are closing down, the market is really fluctuating after a big crash earlier in the year. I would think that we would take one thing at a time and try to be stable right now. You know, and I know we're going to have some people that say, oh, he's just giving it to China. You know, but no, like, we got to be somewhat stable right now. I'm not saying I agree or disagree with the message overall. What I'm saying, though, is that we need to take one thing at a time here and let the market recover and be steady before we just start attacking them. You know, that's ridiculous. You know, I think we need to take one thing at a time. Again, my subjective opinion, you know, I'm not trying to hate. I'm just saying, I think we need to take one thing at a time, and I think that causes a lot of instability when we don't need that right now. Right now, what we need is stability, you know. Not to get too political with it, but you know what I mean? Like, does everybody understand that? I would love to hear your opinion on that in the chat if you want to talk about it. Like I said, I'm not going to judge you either way you view it, but that's my take on it. But yeah. I'm not hating on Trump. Listen, I just disagree with his decision. Like I said, I think we need stability right now. I'm not even saying I disagree with the overall message. I'm not saying I agree with it either, but I'm not saying necessarily I disagree with it. I'm just saying I think we need to take one thing at a time and be stable. I mean, I am saying he should have some type of discretion with the things he says that he knows are going to influence the market, right? He says he wants the market to go up. He's always bragging about how the market was doing up, and props to him. He did make the market go up before all of this. And so I'm not trying to discredit him in any way. Like I said, I've defended him before. What I am saying is that he needs to have some type of discretion and take one thing at a time in order to let our economy have some stability, is what I'm saying. You know, it doesn't have to be binary. It doesn't have to be yes or no. It doesn't have to be good or bad. But what I am saying, though, is that he should have some discretion in the things he is saying in order to let our economy heal some before kind of going into another battle. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying. But hey, like I said, I'm open to other opinions. Obviously, it's just my subjective and, opinion. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not hating. I'm not trying to criticize. Listen, you guys know me. I'm very anti-politics in general, right? I don't like both sides. I don't necessarily like Trump, and I don't necessarily like the other side either. And so I'm very middle ground. And so if you think I'm shilling for either side, you're wrong. But with that said, this is a decision I disagree with, and I think that's okay. We got BURL here moving up a little bit. Let me know what else you guys are watching today. Like I said, I'm almost certainly going to trade ACB. Yeah, 100%, Mr. Fishbone. Yeah, I'm not going to get... Like I said, I dislike all of them. I think they're all toxic. I think all politicians are toxic in their own way, But yeah, ACB. Let's move on to stocks. Yeah, I'm looking at it now. Rip it up here. $17. Like I said, I drew this line here, and I think this is going to be a big level. If it breaks over 17, let's see if it holds support there. And if it does, great. Let's see if that happens. Hey, what's up, Dion? Yeah, I'm going to make the chat very polarizing today. Yeah, we're good. I love you all regardless of where you stand on it. But yeah, ACB rip it up, like I said. Making moves here. Like I said, I want to see if it holds support here at 17. If you're just now joining us, the reason ACB is up is because... I'm in Texas, if it's for whoever's asking. The reason ACB is up is because they are acquiring a CBD company. I think it was Reliva LLC, CBD company. They are acquiring that, and this thing's ripping up. We'll see what happens here. Like I said, I had pretty solid results shorting this one yesterday on a very short-term basis, but this thing's ripping up. I came by my computer yesterday to do some work, and like as I came back to my computer, ACB just popped out at me because it was in this stage right here. Like I caught ACB right here. And so I was like, whoa, I didn't actually trade it, but I noticed it moving yesterday. And this is an acquisition, a big acquisition, and a little bit unconventionally, ACB is moving up after spending $40 million plus on this acquisition. A lot of the time, the company that's acquiring the other company will move down because they're spending so much money on the acquisition on a short-term basis. But like I said, a little bit unconventionally, ACB is moving up instead, which is interesting dynamic for this one, and it's one that will certainly be almost at the top of my watch list, if not at the top already. So we'll see what happens with it. Another one that made some pretty big moves is mRNA, and this one's roughly break even. But if this one breaks under 73.50, which is that previous closing price, I might short it, anticipating that holds and rejects there. Once this break to see if it continues moving down. We'll see. Very volatile stock as well. No. Yeah, I think allergies are messing with me, guys. So I bought a pool for my family yesterday. And it came in and we put it together. And I had to cut the grass because of it. And I took a bath afterwards because I was really tired. And I didn't wash my hair. And I think I got a bunch of pollen in my hair now. And now I'm all sneezy and coughy and my eyes are all red. Can you see how red my eyes are today, man? Rough. Could be worse. Yeah, I guess. Hey, what's up, dude? What is that? Let me see. What is it? What is that? What is it?
Don't flip it over because this is Mama's, and if you want it to be yours, it's for the whole family.
I know we can show the stream though, and then Mama won't see it. You want to?
Yeah. So
Amazing.
we could show it to there.
The green screen is like taking out the yellow parts. This is yellow, and so the green screen is kind of taking out the yellow parts to it, so you can kind of see through it. Like, look. Oh no, on me. Weird. Yeah, the green screen is taken out, but isn't that great? My son graduates kindergarten today. Come here. Say hi.
Hi.
Congratulations, buddy. You see a karate stance. Whoa. Scary. Whoa. Look at those muscles. Dang.
Okay, mine's not like really small.
Let me see a karate chop. Whoa. I better watch out, man. Good job. Alright, let me work. You got your graduation today. Can I keep this or are you giving that to Mama, right? Yeah,
it's for the whole family.
Okay. Love you, buddy. Sorry. But yeah. Yeah, but then I'm going to be all tired. Hey, what's up, Tanner? Yeah, no stress. But yeah, mRNA, we'll see what happens with this one. Another one on the gap down list, LK. Look at LK, guys. Luckin Coffee, everybody's favorite fraudulent coffee company. This one, I almost traded it. It is tradable for me. I can trade this one if I want to, but I don't think I want to. It's a little bit too... I'm scared this thing's going to go bankrupt as I'm holding it. I'm just going to lose out of my entire investment in the shares. We also have HUYA gapping down a little bit. GLPG gapping down. And then we have Expedia, which I'm still curious as to why this one's up. But yeah, ACB is probably the main watch, I think. Oh, my bad, Mitch. Hey, thank you. Thank you, guys. Liked for graduation? Yes, sir. Man, he's doing good, man. He's graduating kindergarten. I think we should also congratulate my wife, who has been basically his teacher for like the last 2 months. So props to her, because that is certainly a difficult job. Certainly a difficult job. What do you think is gonna happen with LK? I don't know, man. We'll see.
This is a bee tree paper. This is a bee tree paper.
Wow, that is so cool, buddy. Hey, I appreciate the sub, Frank. Remember, guys, hit that subscribe button. We do this live for free every single day right here on YouTube. Subscribe, show your support for what we do here. Click that like button. And aerial assault's gonna get banned. Wow, look at this hilarious message in the Discord. It says, listen to this. This is the stuff new traders have to deal with in the market, right? Listen to this guy, this shameless plug here for this guy, right? This guy posts on our Discord, he says, can you stake high? $1,000 to $5,000? Are you tired of losing money on fixed and big odds? Well, join us today and steadily grow your money from 1,000 to 30,000 in less than a week. Join us now and win, you know? Oh my gosh, I gotta join them. I've got to do it. I've got to do it. I'm gonna join him. He's banned. I'm gonna ban this dude right now. Nobody buy this nonsense. Can I ban him? Yes, I can. It feels good to be king. Bye-bye. Here we go. Hey, I appreciate the sub, Kratz. But yeah, guys, interesting morning. Like I said, ACB gapping up big here. Let me see if I can find those numbers that came out today. Yeah, hold on. I'll get your mom to get it for you right now, buddy. Alright. But yeah, ACB is ripping up here. So ACB is up. Like I said, they are buying a CBD company. They said Wednesday, which was yesterday, that in after hours, that they agreed to buy Reliva LLC, and this is all quoting from Dow Jones Newswires, for $40 million worth of Aurora common shares. The deal includes a potential earnout over the next 2 years worth up to $45 million payable in shares, cash, or a combination of both, according to the company. Reliva makes hemp-derived CBD products, including tinctures, creams, and the CBD is a non-psychoactive substance in marijuana. Aurora said the deal will help it to get to profitability in the first quarter of its fiscal 2021 year, and they said they wanted to buy Reliva in part because of what it said was the firm's relationship with partners who provide it with a national distribution footprint in the U.S. and its track record for growth and profitability. And so yeah, ACB's ripping up here. Like I said, I'm almost certainly going to trade this one today. Almost certainly. We'll see what happens. That's what I want to trade. This is one that I'll be watching at the open for sure. Alright. I'm going to post in our Discord about the stream. There we go. Hey, what's up, Mitch? We got Mitch in here. Can you hear me? Let me see. I got 5 dislikes already. Listen, this me saying I disagree with Trump on one thing just hurt everybody's feelings so much that they dislike it. Like, come on. Like, you don't want to be so rigid with your political stance that you can't hear opposing views, especially from somebody who, like, I'm not being disrespectful here. Like, come on, guys. Like, hit that like button. Let's overpower that. I have -2, +2 as my deviation Tay on my VWAP. Yo. Is Mitch here? Can I just not hear him? Where's my volume button?
Yo.
There he is. What's up, dude? Man? What's up, bro?
What's going on, guys?
All right, team. We got Mitchy Rich here. Hey, appreciate the sub, NYC. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it, man. Welcome. Alright, let me know what the volume is like, guys. I turned it up a little bit. Let me see if I can turn this down a little bit. Let me know if that works. That should be good. VFF. What's up, James? What's up, Michael? I was wondering when you would ban him. Yeah, I just needed to see it. I got him. Huh?
What's that noise?
What's what noise? The beeping noise?
Yeah.
I think it's one of our smoke detectors is out of batteries. You want to go check to make sure our pool is still there? No.
The cover thing, but do you know what it is? It's like that cover thing.
Yeah, we put the cover thing on it. Yeah, no worries, Tay. What's up, Buzz? NBEV? Everybody's favorite cannabis stock. Yeah, look at ACB today, Mitch. Look at that thing.
Yeah. We'll be looking for sympathy in TLRY. Not trying to trade really ACB. I think it's going to trade choppy today. Might end up by $20. The problem with that one is there's no really price discovery. It's going to be moving up and down.
Yeah, bud. Huh? I don't think that's the one that's doing it, buddy. I don't think that's the one that's beeping. I tried that one. That's why I took that one down. But I don't think that's the beeping one. Volume is fine. Nice. Yeah, I trade on stream. Yeah, politics is very tough. Yeah, for sure. It's touchy, man. People get weird. People get super weird. Like I said, I think one of the biggest problems in our society is people treat their political party like their football team. And if somebody disagrees with one thing, they just start to cry about it. It's fragile, you know. I don't know about a short on ACB too fast. We'll see, man. I'm looking at it. It really just depends. We'll see. Like I said, I'd prefer to just react to what actually happens instead of trying to predict up or down. Most of my trades are such on a short-term basis that trying to predict which way it goes doesn't make much sense for my style of trading, right? And I've been super successful with that style, but trying to predict which way it's going to go doesn't make any sense. I think it'll probably go down if I had to guess, but I really don't know. I'm just thinking that this one's up a ton, and I don't mind a downward move on it if it breaks below 16 specifically and really starts to crack down. I don't think a downward move on ACB is a terrible thing here. And so, you know, that's what I'm looking at. But it could very easily push up, and I'm just going to react and try to trade it whichever way it goes, if that makes sense, you know.
Yeah, I can tell you at least that 18 is important because it has kind of a downward trend line that it would touch there at 18. So watch that 18 be very, very important. If it does get up there to 18, I think it can push up there, maybe even up there to 19, $20 before coming down. So be careful with that one. That's just the way I feel. I feel like this is going to get one more rocket before it starts coming back down. This was a very measured news release. They knew that they got down there to the $12. I'm pretty sure they even probably sold the 40 million in common shares, probably somewhere in that $12 pricing. Give them a little bit of leverage because that's where their reverse split was, right above here in the $10 range. So I think someone got that reverse offering pricing somewhere either at $10 or $12, giving them the ability to get it up there. You know, 40 million shares got pushed here at 12. You could get a push up to 20 before it comes back down.
Yeah, for sure. And I kind of like that idea. Kratos says, does everybody here follow your moves? I might follow everything you do today and see what you guys do. Please don't do that. I was going to say, we are not here for trade mirroring. That's not what we're here and about. We're just here to show you guys what our trades and our systems. Like, I would prefer people not copy me. Like, I'm not an expert. I'm not a guru. I'm not giving picks or stock picks or anything like that. Like, I'm more so just trying to show people what it's like to day trade. We're just a resource and community for traders. So you don't have to copy our trades, and I kind of prefer you don't. If you do, we're not liable for anything, you know.
There you go. Seymour giving out good news there, guys. Most people don't really think about that, but he actually gave you guys a really, really good insight.
Short sale restriction.
Why I will not be shorting ACB.
Yeah, for sure.
SSR put on ACB. if SSR is put on ACB, it's going to be very, very difficult for shorts to get in here. I can tell you right now, I'll probably be looking for this to get a spike out the open.
Yeah, for sure. And if it does, I might.
If you guys don't know what SSR is, it's pretty much a short sale restriction, meaning that you have to short off the ask, not the bid. And that creates, what it does is it puts the pressure on the shorter more than the person that's going long. That's really what it's built for.
Right, for sure. Yeah, and if we get a surge, I might long into that. I'm gonna wait to trade it. I had pretty solid results trading ACB yesterday. Pretty solid results.
So today, guys, everyone will be watching ACB. I'm going to be watching TLRY. Why? Because the daily chart and hourly chart. Daily chart has this nice pennant looking here. I think if it holds 8 today and pushes up to 9, you could see a nice breakout heading towards $10 in this stock. Do I think Tilray is going to 100 again? No. I actually don't like this stock in the long term. But in the short term, I could see a bullish run come from this.
Right. Yeah, you got.
That's how it is a lot of the times, guys. You need to remember day trading. Just because you feel a stock is, let's say, a bear or a bull, doesn't mean you can't trade it the opposite way in a day trade.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, day trading is completely different. Short-term basis, they might swing either way. I'm also looking at AMD, and they're trending a little bit against the market. I mean, the SPY is technically down today, Hey, do not mess with that light, bud. No, sir. Hey.
You guys want one of the biggest movers today, ENPH, guys. The ENPH on the move, down. Yesterday, it really started cracking the 65s, now down to 60. Has like about $10 range in about 2 days. So be careful with that one. But if you want a stock that has good range, definitely ENPH. Sitting at the resistance and now hitting support of 60.
Yep.
It's a huge move for that stock. That stock actually ripped out from the drop of the March all the way up there to $70. We're talking about a higher than 100% move. Pixie getting destroyed.
Pixie, let me see. Yeah, I've traded Pixie before, but yeah, it's crap. It's this thing ran up big on the 19th. When was that? That was Tuesday. Hey, I appreciate the sub, Michael. Welcome to the team, bro. Appreciate it, man. Thank you, bro.
Stock that's been doing well, guys, in this environment is DPX. I haven't traded that one in a long time, but it has been doing well.
That Lambo would look better in crimson and white. Never. Disney is interesting too. Disney had a big rip yesterday before the bell. Closing bell. Check out Disney. Wonder what Disney moved from. Alright guys, we got about 5 minutes.
Oh, good lord. Just read New York NYC's comment there. Oh man.
On what?
I can't even. I almost don't even want to bring it up. I feel so bad.
Wait, what? Who? What?
NYC says he's stuck at TLRY with 102 share price.
Oof. That's nasty, man. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. That sucks. Yeah. Mitch and I were telling people though, when it was up there, it was just way too high, man. Mitch and I were talking about that a lot. People were defending it, saying Chipotle's that high, so why can't TLR be that high? And I just said cannabis market's too new, too much red tape, too much nonsense to really be super duper profitable right now. And I'm not saying you can't do it. Obviously, it's possible, but it's Is it $300 a share possible? We're considering in relative to the float. I didn't think so. But yeah.
Guys got to remember, there's always something that steps into any new industry, which is called the killer of all, competition.
Yep. It's always there. You know, if you don't evolve, you don't grow.
That's what people don't realize. They don't think about the competition. They only think about the stock itself. You have to understand the competitors. How much market share are they going to take from them?
Yeah, for sure.
You know, market share is something that most people don't think about when they think about a new industry, but it's actually the most important part of the outlook for the industry. It's how much of that market can you grab, you know?
Right.
Because the market kind of grows, but it grows very slow compared to kind of the market share that you can grab. You know, like let's say Amazon gets like, let's say 70-80% of all e-commerce in the United States. Stuff like that really is like, whoa, all right, well, of course they're doing good. They're just taking all the market share.
Mute him. I was talking to my son.
No, that's definitely a big part of when you want to look at stocks, leaders, laggers. The reason they happen a lot of the times is because there is competition.
Yeah, for sure. And I think looking at the overall market today, this 296.93 level is interesting. We'll see what happens. The previous closing price. So I think if the market, so just to put it into perspective, team, if the SPY itself breaks 296 or 297 roughly here, we are essentially going from red to green. And so if that happens, the market's going up to green from being red on the day. Obviously, we're down. This is the SPY, the mini S&P 500. And so if the market breaks this light blue line right here, we go to green on the day. Whether we're going to hold over, that's a different story, but we might get some momentum moves as the SPY itself, the SPY, breaks 296.92 to be exact. 93 actually to be exact. So 296.93, and we're edging closer to it now. We're at 296.80 roughly now, so we're about 15 cents away, even closer to that now. We're at 84 for a split second, so we're edging closer here. This is going to be the battle level. I'm going to make this big here just so you guys can see it, but this is the level I think the market's really going to battle, and I might try to take some momentum moves based off of that. With that said though, we got 30 seconds, team, so let's do this. Let me get everything ready.
Well, we might have to do a little wager here.
Huh? Oh,
John?
which way the market? I'm not betting that the market's going to go green.
Nah, I'll say, does the SPY get to 300 or 280 first?
What do you mean?
Does it get above 300? In
Oh,
the long term.
I don't know.
Look.
I don't know. I'm not.
Or
I'm not.
280.
I'm not biased in either direction. There's the bell, guys. But yeah, I'm not biased in either direction. Whichever way it heads, you know, I want it to go up, but I don't know if it will. You know. All right, guys. There's the bell.
You guys know the bear in me.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't even know if I'm a bull. I'm just anything. Like it could go either way. It doesn't matter to me. You know. I mean, it does matter slightly, but I'm not. I don't know whether it actually is. Obviously, I always want the market to go up. mRNA, big drop, guys. Look at mRNA right out the gates this morning. Look at this. Huge drop for mRNA. This is a 5-minute chart. Look at the 1-minute chart, how rough this drop on mRNA looks. Somebody's unloading. Whew. Look at that drop on mRNA, team. Wow. Look at that drop. Look at mRNA, guys. Huge wash out the gate this morning. Monster drop out of the gate this morning on mRNA. Just a ridiculously huge drop there. Wow. So yeah, I'm about $630 away from $10,000 in profit. I think I'm gonna set that as my goal today. Let's do better than yesterday. Yeah, we'll see. Yesterday was my first losing day in a few weeks. It looks like I lost about $130 when everything was said and done, which is still not too bad, you know. Yeah, guys, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button.
All right, guys, starting to see ACB find the bottom here, looking for it to find a bottom near 1615. And I'll take a shot here for a red to green move.
Yeah, SPY is dropping a little bit here. Like I said, that 296.93 is the previous closing price. We'll see if it hits that, but we might just stay underneath it. Disney dropping, KTOV dropping. Gavin, you still holding that one, brother? AMD dropping.
Which one?
Oh, not you. Gavin. Gavin was holding KTOV.
Yeah. There's CGC with a nice little pop. All right, guys, right here. All right, guys, just took a little bit there. A little bit there, scooping ACB. I don't know why my thing won't draw a circle, but I'll just pay attention to the trade. All right, guys, just got in there at 16.11s, risking off the 15.80s at first. Gonna risk $30 on the trade first.
Oh yeah, Mitch, I gotta leave a little bit early today because my son's kindergarten graduation is today, and they're doing like a little parade thing for us in the car. So I gotta leave out of here by like 10:20, I think.
All right, guys, just jumped on this one, red to green. Let's see if it comes back up. One that's ripping, man. CAR. Look at CAR, guys, up there to almost 17. Almost $1 rip right out the gates, straight up. Look for HTZ to get the same kind of pop if there is something going on in that sector. HTZ just got 800,000 shares in that volume right there. It's looking interesting for you to take like a little scalp trade.
Which one?
HTZ. It's interesting seeing CAR rip up like that and then seeing 800,000 shares load in right there at 3.
The volume's too light on that one for me, brother.
Yeah, I would scalp it, but I'm trying to get into. I'm in ACB here and I have a really good position, so I'm going to focus in on ACB. All right, gonna get tested here. Just pulling back one more time. We wanted to create this triple bottom effect here and then come right back up to VWAP. If that happens, I'll be trying to add through the VWAP.
I'm in 500 shares of MU. Shorting it very quickly here, seeing if we can get a drop below the low of the day. Got to be careful, but...
Oh, TLRY, man. Look at that thing go. Man, that thing didn't even give me a chance.
All right, we're at lows for MU. We're at 24s. See if we can break the lows here. Not really the best entry, but I got it in pretty early, close to the bell, so...
Man, TLRY just ripping. I'm trying to catch it, but... I needed to pull back to VWAP. I'm going to just stick with the ACB right here.
Oof, I got squeezed out of MU. Small loss, though, but tried to catch the low at the daybreak. I think my entry just wasn't great. Market's about to rip up and break the previous closing price. Remember, 296.94 is that previous close, team. Gotta find something that's following the market, though. Maybe Uber, I think, is what I've been trading to follow the market some.
Looking for a little dip here to like 1590s, 1599, and then I'll add a little bit.
All right, there goes the SPY broke that high at 296.50. It's at 297.13s now.
Little part of me wanted to buy TLRY again out the open. I'm looking for a pullback to 820s, but we'll see if we get it. CGC, nice rip there out there, 755s.
Yeah, I'm in Uber with 500 shares. We'll see how we get
guys,
today.
Just added a little bit there. Looking for a red to green move here. So I got in here, guys. I just added a little bit here on this candle. So you guys see how I'm getting a bottoming effect. And that's all you can try to do when you do the red to green.
Oof, I got hit with another loss on Uber. $130 down today. Like I said, I gotta find stocks that follow the market, and it's like the market's ripping up, but I gotta find cheaper stocks that follow it, and I'm just not finding them. I've been trading Uber for a long time, but Uber's not following it either, unfortunately. I gotta figure out something that follows the market close enough today, because nothing I'm seeing really is.
There you go, guys. Now up there to 30s, 35s. Looking good for us.
Maybe Amazon, but I'm kind of scared to buy. That's I don't think I've
There
ever
you go.
traded.
A lot of shares traded there at 1640s. 15,000 shares just went through at 1640s, guy. All right, guys, just took a little bit off there at 48s. Now let this rip through the 50s. I think I was dead on TLRY today. That's up there now, 40 cents move. Looking great.
All right, I'm catching
There you
Uber with
go.
1,000 shares. Just got out of half of it here. Gonna sell a little bit more and see if we can ride the rest up to 75s. We're at 73s. Beautiful
All right, guys.
breakout.
Took half of it off there at 70. Half of it off there at 70, guys.
That looks great, buddy. Thank you. Thank you for that. That looks.
So there's a rainbow heart and
I'm gonna-
one red, one blue, one red, one orange, one yellow, one green, one blue, and one purple.
I know. I see that. That's
And
great,
then a
bud.
rainbow heart.
That's great, buddy. Thank you. So I got out of the rest of my shares on Uber. I'm only down 34 bucks on the day, so keeping it pretty light.
All right, guys, this is looking great to just break out here, guys. We're going to keep the rest break even on the rest. Let's see if this can go through 17, get up there to 1750 for the day.
Oof. So I was lucky I caught Uber there. It is just ripping up, but I got out of the rest. I could have held a little bit more, but not too bad. And I think I'm trying to trade a little bit earlier because, like I said, I got to leave today at like 10:20 market time, so I'm gonna have to head out early. So I think I should get my trading in while I can.
There you go, guys. Nice rip there through the 80s. Looking great here, guys. Good bag buy today. Don't usually do this, but with the short restriction on, I just felt that we could get this pop. Trying to let it go through 17 here. If it comes back to 1650s, we'll cut it, but let it try to get through 17 here.
All right, I'm in lift with 500 shares. We're gonna see if we can break past this previous closing price. I might have should have waited for it to actually break, but I'm gonna let it work here. See if we can get up to like the whole dollar is what I'm ideally looking for.
Man, there's about like 200,000 shares that are sitting there at 17, guys. Be careful. If it rips that, I think it's gonna go much higher, but there's a lot of shares there. 42,000 shares got filled at 1694.
Oof. The spread is too bad on Lyft. I think I should probably focus on Uber like I am. But maybe the dynamic I might be missing here is that if Uber rips up, Lyft might go down because that's its competitor.
Hey, Jim, I hope you got that BA. I know you're always on top of some pretty good movers, man. Give you a shout out, Jim. Keep working hard, man.
What's up, Marquise? What's up, bro?
All right, guys. Now I want to hold to 1660s. I want to make sure this comes back up through 17.
Alright guys, so like I said, I'm in lift here with 500 shares. It's super spready relative to how I'm trading it, and so I gotta be pretty careful on the rest of this here. The market's moving up, but the sector, Uber popped off and then it's starting to drop, and I think Uber was too extended, so I took lift, but I gotta be pretty careful here. Here's 74s. I think the volume's a little bit too light for this one. I just don't want it to drop down to 69. Which I could see it doing. Yeah, there's 68s. I just got to get out there. So a little bit swingy up a morning, but like I said, I'm taking a little bit more swings today just because I got to be out of here within 40 minutes.
I agree, Michael. That's why I'm still in it. I know if it gets through the 17, we'll start pushing far. Trading tracker, you like SeaWorld? For a long term, maybe? I was actually going to make a long-term bearish video on SeaWorld, so I'll look into it. Who knows, maybe I make a video on it. All right, guys, this is still looking like it wants to rip 17, so that's why I'm still holding, guys. Man, did you see a nice 13-cent pop there at HTZ?
Yeah, that one didn't look bad for sure. Yeah, it's just not my style.
CGC ripping, TLRY, man. I'm glad I was able to really take a look at that one and have that feeling of sympathy in that one, because there's definitely some sympathy. All right, guys, it needs to hold 60 here. If not, just gonna cut it. Let it get back above 60s right here.
Man, maybe I should have held lift a little bit longer.
There's a rip out TLRY up there to the 1850s now. Woo-hoo-hoo.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, guys, this looks great, guys. A lot of buys coming in here. There you go. It's a good pop there. Let's see if we can get back above 90. Should see some strength step in there. TLRY up there to 863 now. And that started the day, guys, at 813, guys. We're talking about this one pre-market. Could go. Nice setup. Nice rip there.
There's lift. Maybe I should have held lift. I might have gotten spooked out a little bit too early, but there's the rip over the previous closing price on it.
All right, the last dip I'm going to accept here, guys. It should rip out from this point on.
Uber's kind of battling that high up there.
All right, look for some buyers to step up here at the 70. All right, guys, just got rejected there from the buys at 70. All right, guys, I cut it out there just because it's coming right back down. We're not going to let it go to our entry. We'll take $70. Good win. We can get back into this one. So I'm going to just focus on it. Good first trade right out the gates. Just to give a shout out to Jim, one of your favorite stocks, Win, going down there to the support.
All right, I'm nailing an ACB short. I took it with 1,000 shares. I'm slowly scaling out of it now. Just throw it up here so you guys can see it. I start to cover some more. I'm only holding 100 shares just because it's super volatile, but huge win there for me. $350 win.
Good job, John.
Thanks, man.
You did what most people couldn't do. You know what you did? Shorted on the bid.
Yeah.
And you shorted on the bid. Most people can't do that. Why? Because SSR, we don't have that.
Yeah, so I got out of the rest there on ACB. The reason I got out, and I'll show you guys the strategy that I was trading. It's one of those scalping strategies that I've talked about a ton, but it actually works really, really well. And so the strategy that I used here, just to show you guys, is that whenever we get a low that's formed like this, right? This low is what I'm shorting into. Right, so like this low right here. If we zoom into ACB, you can see it's kind of teetering around the VWAP, right? But when it forms this confirmed low that has a lot of confirmations, and it's the $0.50 at 16.50, when it pulls underneath that and breaks there, I can short into that move, and that's essentially what I did, and it works really, really well. As long as you take profits quickly, it works super well. We're actually testing that level now, but it's a really common strategy that you'll see me use a lot in the stream. I do have a bunch of videos about it. Just go back and look at the streams or the videos where I talk about my scalping strategies, and that's it right there. Is when it forms a low like this and then it breaks underneath that low. It has to be underneath the VWAP, and then when it breaks, I short into that momentum.
All right, guys, seeing momentum starting to stack in this TLRY. I saw it stack in at 48s and 49s. I'm looking for a little pullback here to 40, and then it comes back to 850s. How's the overall market doing? Really haven't been paying attention. Normally I'm on top of that.
Market is up. So the market broke that 296 level, or that 296.93 level that I was talking about this morning, and then just ripped up, and we're actually kind of pulling back to test it now, which I think will be an interesting dynamic. I might short more into ACB here too, anticipating that it holds underneath the previous close. I'm gonna get in with 300 shares here. See if we can scalp a few off the top.
Seeing a good rejection there, once, twice, 3 times for car to get above 17. That one's getting interesting.
Right,
car on the downside.
I just scalped a little bit off the top. I'm going to take the rest off there, up about 170 on the day. But yeah, it was just, that one was the $0.50 at 16.50. I was just looking for a rejection there, and that's what we got. If we break underneath this level, I might short into this too, this 16.50 level. It would only be down to 16, but if we break underneath this level here, I'm going to try to short into that as well on ACB.
All right, guys, PLRY dropping to 840s here.
And like I said, I would almost certainly trade ACB today. I kind of knew I would probably trade it, just because it's volatile and I really like the way it moves short term.
Hey, we can't be mad, man. I'm making money on the way up. You're making money on the way down.
Yeah, for sure. And I should probably be trading my microchip stocks too. They're breaking down nicely.
Just took a little bit there. Just want to risk off the 28s here for TLRY.
Yeah. I know. Or wait, when do we have to leave here? Alright, I could probably wear this, huh? The shirt. Okay, will you go grab my blue polo, or my white and blue button-down polo, and throw it in the dryer so I can wear it? I don't have to get out the car, right? Okay, well yeah, just go throw that in the dryer. I could probably wear my boxers too.
Oh man, said I ain't gonna get out the car.
Right. I'll go to that thing in my boxers, dude. I mean, I don't care what my, you know. They're not going to be close enough to do it. It's a parade, and so it's like that we roll down the window. That's the most exposure I'm going to get to anybody. So, all right, hey,
Tell them to get silly string and silly string the teachers.
Yeah. Hey, the SPY. Look at the SPY, bro. The SPY's testing 296.99. I think this is a huge level. So we break underneath this, we might get a lot of relative weakness. Thanks for the breakdown. Very helpful. Yeah, no worries, brother.
Gotta stop place at 28s, guys. Want this to come back up here.
I'll figure it out. It doesn't matter. Alright, I'm in with 1,000 shares of ACB here. Catching this breakdown. Took half off there. Riding the rest down. Gonna take a little bit more. And hold the rest break even.
Good work, John.
Thanks, man. I'm gonna get out the rest there. So yeah, up 227 on the day. Not a bad little scalp for ACB.
All right, guys, want to see this start getting a surge here. TLRY, there's a lot of volume in here at 830s. 9,000 shares just added. I think there's a 10,000 share position here at 830s. Hopefully it starts pushing it up there to the 840s. It cracks at 28s here. We're getting out at 24s.
There we go. Alright, so we're actually kind of breaking into that level. I might grab another 500 here, because this is the level I talked about. Yeah, I'm in with 500 shares. Looking for a quick surge down to the whole dollar of 16 if we can, but that's the breakdown I really wanted here. We'll see if it works out. But only 500 share position here. Sevens. Like I said, this is the breakdown I wanted down to the whole dollar. I'm going to take a little bit off there just to protect myself and then hold the last 200. See if we can break under 16.
Stopped out there, guys. I think it might come back, but didn't want to risk more than that.
We're going to hold this last little 200 shares, see if we get the full breakdown. I'm just going to get out there. So made a little bit, basically a little break-even trade there. That's the same plan I wanted, and I think it just faked me out on that last little bit. But still a fine trade. 235 on the day so far.
Yeah, I think I just got faked out by 1 cent there. So I might get back into TLRY. But I'm just going to watch right here, see the amount of volume that jumps in here.
You got it? Yeah, just throw that in the dryer. Thank you. Perks of having a wife? Yeah, for sure. I do the same stuff for her, though, you know. Hey, what's up, James? Hey, James, I hope you got my message I sent you in the Discord, brother. Message me, man. We'll talk about it. I can teach you my scalps. My scalps have been super profitable. If you want to do like a Zoom, I got another friend of mine, Todd, wants me to do that as well. And so if you guys want to have like a conference, maybe I can film it. But if you guys want to do a conference, and I can teach you the scalps I use. You know.
You can join us on the live stream.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That's fun. All right, guys. TLRY really bouncing there. So it looks strong right now. Just trying to see what's going to happen here. How many volume is going to get in here at 30s. can see a quite amount stacked in there.
I'm looking at Uber. It's about to break under a low that's formed underneath the VWAP.
There you go, spiking up there to 37s. Look for a pullback here to 30s.
Okay, that sounds good, James. Yeah, for sure, bro. Like I said, man, I don't know if my strategies are gonna work with you, but you know, like I said, I saw your message, your comments in Discord, and you know, like I said, if you want to kind of get together, we can, you know, we can all review some stuff, and I can show you my scalps and, you know, give you some tips on how I was able to do it. And like I said, I'm really not trying to sound like I'm better than anybody. I'm finally there, and so I feel like I have some valuable info to show people, you know.
Yeah, guys, just got stopped out by 1 penny there. We're back to our average price that we got in here in TLRY. We got in at the VWAP. Let's see if it pulls back to 30 here, then really get some strength.
All right, I'm looking for Uber to break under like 64. If we get a break under that, I might short into it. Down to like 55 or so.
CGC looks like it's trying to stand out again.
Look at mRNA's crash today. mRNA had a huge crash. The market's actually above that 296.94 previous closing price though, so we might see a rip up in a lot of these other stocks at the same time. So we are getting another squeeze up in the market.
Yeah, TLRY trying to push up now. I'm trying to get it, but I need a little pullback. I might have gotten stopped out by 1 penny there, and that happens.
I'm the 100th like today. Hey, thanks, Elhan. Thank you, man. Any good stocks to hold today? I don't know, Robert. Not really much of a investor, brother, or a holder, I guess.
All right, guys, gonna look for USFD to come back to 1880s here, and then I could buy it.
Can I come? Hey, you can all come. Listen, join our Discord. We'll figure something out. Like, we'll announce it and just kind of chill. And, you know. I would do it on stream, but I think it would be more personable to just do it in the Discord, you know. But, we'll see. Alright, one thing I've learned from trading Uber today is I need to scale down in that bad boy, man. That thing's way more volatile than I really think it is.
Oh, Johnny John, you didn't let me know how big of a scoop that thing did.
Which one?
ACB.
Oh, I'm out of that thing, man. That's what I said. The market's ripping up. I think it's going to drag some other stuff up, too. And I think ACB is one of those.
Man, that was an easy buy right off the bottom again.
Yeah, I'm about to take Uber here. We get down to 262 on the ask. I'm going to jump into this thing. We got to bounce there. Yeah, I'm waiting for Uber here. Uber's the one I'm eyeballing right now. We got this low formed here. It's confirmed multiple times. Look at that 62 level. That thing looks like gold right now. This level here. We got to break it, though. So we formed that. Look at that confirmed low here and here. Look at this. And so if we break underneath this, I'm going to short into it quickly. Maybe down to like this level here. Ideally, I like it a little bit more. Right here, maybe here. This probably be fine. So this is the range I'm going to try to attack on this scalp. Just to draw it out before I do it. Risk level up
We might
here
test
somewhere.
those lows.
Risk level is going to be about 70 here. Yeah, ACB kind of looks like a fake out fade now.
TLRY up there now to almost 850s. So it looks like I had the idea. Just, earlier on, I probably would have nailed this one, but I went for ACB first and then went for it after the move pulled back. Didn't get to pull back far down enough. So just got a little stopped out, but the idea was right for the VWAP bounce here. Just did a wick up there to 54s.
The VWAP scalp strategy really helps me out. I usually scalp $20 to $30. Yeah, for sure. It's a legitimate strategy, 100%. It works really, really well. Like I said, the only strategies Mitch and I teach are the strategies that we have found success with. You know what I mean? So, like, if we haven't found success with it at one point, we don't really go over it just because, I think there's a lot of strategies people go over just to put out content that don't actually work very well. It's all going to be relative to the stock, though. Like, certain strategies are going to work better on certain stocks. And so just because a strategy doesn't work for me, I might be trading the wrong stocks, so to speak. It doesn't look like we're going to get the breakdown on Uber, so I just got to wait here. If it gets above the VWAP, it's going to look bullish. So I might pivot to, like, ACB here for a short with the tight risk of, like, the $half level. I'm going to jump in 300 shares of ACB here. Like I said, I'm just going to risk up to that 50 level, so a very small risk. And I've got the cushion in my account to deal with it, so. I'll still look at Uber if we get it there, but if not, it's okay. Yeah, we're starting to get a squeeze here for ACB. This one can be this thing can really rip, and so my hand's over the cover button already. I don't want to see a massive surge up. There we go. That's a nice drop. Okay. All right. We're good. Let's see. There we go. I'm going to take a little bit off there. Hold 100 shares left. See if we get a rip down to like 25 or so in this last little bit.
Yeah, I see 26 for sure. That's where the support is, I see. 26.
I'm just going to get out there. 254 day. There goes Uber. As I say that, Uber, I'm jumping in Uber here. 300 shares. Pivoting from one trade to another, but Uber, I've been talking about this setup all day, and Uber is just not breaking it. Although we are getting a quick little rebound here, which I definitely do not like. There we go. Nice little rejection down on Uber. See if we get it down to the $half at 50. All right, I'm going to take a little bit off here. There we go. There's the $half. Holding 100 shares left. See if we can get under that $half level. But anything over 54.
Just took a little bit there. Just took a little bit there in ACB. I saw it hold to 26. That was the main key that you guys heard me say, is support at 26.
Look at this drop on Uber, guys. Look at this drop. I hope somebody took this with me because I talked about this one all day. Look at that surge of volume when that happens. Look at that break. I called this one out at 62, and look at that beautiful move. This is why I trade these strategies, especially if they can confirm like this. Beautiful move. Like I said, profit target right there at 34.50. Beautiful A-plus trade. Hopefully somebody took it because I called this one out multiple times. I even drew out exactly what I was doing here, and it followed through beautifully there for Uber. Up $282 on the day, and so not too shabby. I will take that. I hope somebody took it with me, though, because that is one that I called out way earlier in advance.
All right, guys, we'll see if this one holds this 19. That's where I have my stop place, guys. 19. All right, guys, I think it's like a now or never kind of thing where it's either going to break our 19 and head down to 16, maybe crack 16, or just start pushing back up here to VWAP and get a big momentum surge. Just got stopped out.
You did Uber? Nice, man. Yeah, it was a beautiful setup. It's one that, like I said, when those lows form, and if you guys look at this, right, like the reason I came up with this strategy, right, like the reason that I came up with this is because I traded VWAP bounces for so long, and I would notice like my VWAP bounces would fail when a low would be formed underneath the VWAP level, and then the stock would break underneath that. It would be a very bearish sign, right? And so I've talked about it before where I said, trading long can help you be a better short trader. And trading short can help you be a better long trader because you understand where the squeezes are going to happen, and that's a squeeze spot for sure, is when you have a confirmed low under the VWAP, and it looks like it's going to VWAP bounce, but instead it just breaks that low. A lot of people are exiting their long positions there, and again, that's a squeeze spot, so it just squeezes down like it did on Uber, and it can be super profitable. The big thing, you take profits fast like I did. Like now it's back up there, but you can see it squeezed down like 20 cents, like in like one candle, like as soon as it broke that level. So it could just be a really profitable level. So I hope you guys understand that part of it.
All right, guys, taking a little bit more here in ACB. Each time I came in, last time I came in with 100 shares. I'm going to come in 100 shares again, keeping the risk small, trying to get the right entry so that if I get those pop out, I can go ahead and add and take a nice win. If it crashes here, we'll probably be break even on the day. And yeah, that's not the best, but I never can be upset for break even.
Yeah, I think in that trade, the SPY also helped me a little bit too, if I'm being completely honest. SPY bouncing back. Again, that 296.93 level, that's a big level in the SPY, and now we're pulling back up to test it, so we'll see what happens, but...
All right, guys. Let's see if we get this push now.
Yeah, so remember, guys, the SPY is testing 296.90s. If it breaks above that, it could look really strong.
Good add there, 5,200 shares going through at 35s. Another add there, 5,000 shares at 37.
Take profits fast. That's why my name is Too Fast. Yeah, for sure.
It's a must.
Yeah. I agree 100%. I like that explanation. Hey, nice, Carlos. Yeah, man, it works, Does it work always? No. It has to, really, the biggest key with these is volume, right? Like, you got to have good liquidity and good volume, because if there's not, you're going to get faked out, a lot. Like, with the less volume a stock has, the more fake outs that ultimately happen to you, right? And so the big thing to look for in that is volume, right? So when you see me trade these strategies, like Lyft, for instance, faked me out. Too low a volume, honestly. Uber has way better volume than Lyft, and so you see me pivot to Uber and start attacking that one more often. But it all boils down to volume, because if there's no volume, you're going to get faked out a lot, and it's really easy to get faked out. If you're trading momentum in breakouts and breakdowns like this, you need volume. If you don't have it, it's just not gonna work.
All right, guys, if this one breaks down and it stops me out, I might look for a crackdown short also. Because if this breaks 16 now, I think it would really break down. So let's see if this can come back up here. All right, traders, I'm going to go ahead and take a second here, guys, while I'm in this trade. Go ahead and let you guys know about TradesNet's special sale right now. They got the intro package as low as $375. What does this give you guys? It's really a funded account program that gives you no PDT rule. You don't have to really follow that. You get the cheap commissions, no restrictions on any stock that is tradable, whether it be short or long. Like you guys saw today, John nail on ACB on the short side, and you guys saw me nail ACB on the long side. That's one of the best benefits I think of TradeNet, is that you can go long and short. One of the things that they give you is they give you a demo account to practice. They give you some learning information, some educational. They give you access to their professional chat room, and they're going to go ahead and give you up to 14,000 buying power with the intro account. All that for less than $400 right now, $375, the summer sale. Definitely check it out, guys.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, there's the link in the Discord. There's the link for the Discord, and if you want the link for that, I can post that here as well. But yeah, like I said, it's just really cheap platform. And so, I think new traders, they need kind of a disposable platform when they first get started, because a large majority of new traders are going to lose. And if you make a new trader save up thousands, they're just going to end up losing thousands as their first experience. And so with that, I think the disposable accounts are necessary in that regard, because if you lose them, like these 375 accounts, it's not the end of the world, but it's still a real account for you to get your emotions and build realistic rules. And I think that's where they really shine with the funded account program. Technically, it's an educational package, and so it comes with a course and a demo account and access to their chat room. And then you have to be approved for the funded account program, which I'm pretty sure if you haven't signed up for more than 2 intros, you'll be approved. But yeah, I think the entire bundle makes a ton of sense. It operates like a prop firm, and so there's a 70-30 split, and there's a max loss of 700. But again, I just think it's a really cheap, disposable account that allows you to really learn and gain that experience. And so if you want to check that out, there's the link. People hate on them. In the end, in my opinion, I don't think there's any better option. I might look to short mRNA with 100 shares here. We're getting a really nice breakdown. I just jumped in with 100 shares. Small position here. I might get out pretty quickly.
We're going to get a boost. I'm sorry about that. We're going to get a boost here in CAR.
But yeah, it's basically the same strategy that I just went over, but this one's mRNA. I got to be very careful, though. This is a very big range stock, very volatile stock. Oof, and as I say that, let me get out of this thing. Not too bad. $25 loss is very manageable. But yeah, this thing is biotech stock, just ripping huge. I love you too, Jay Chavez.
I'm thinking about TLRY here. Someone added 3,500 shares at 47, but it's already got burned on this one. I'm trying to get a better pricing. It's like that penny stock Myos going off to the roof. MYOS.
Lift breaking lows, guys. Lift breaking lows. Market breaking down some.
Is your battery charged for your camera?
It should be, but you can plug it in if you want. It's over there.
I think we might get a pullback to 830s for Tilray, and that's why I'm not in it right now. Some shares is stacked in there, 47, 47, 46.
I'm in ACB, quick scalp, gonna take half off here. I just jumped in as this low of the day break started happening. I thought we might get a momentum surge like this on the downside, and so I'm trying to take profits as much as I can here. Only holding 50 shares left. We'll see if we get the full breakdown and I can get over 300, like 1850s or 1550s is ideal here for ACB. We'll see if we get it or not.
Put your chart up, you can.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, it's up. But yeah,
perfect.
We'll see if we can break down here. That's why I want 1550 is what I really want, and I could probably hold the rest break even here if I really wanted to. I'm especially going to get out if it breaks over like 16. I got to get out.
Oh, you got some good support at least. One of the things that you guys can notice, John and I are essentially trading against each other, but you guys see how we come in and out of it. We notice the strength, we notice the weakness. Sometimes you got to get out of the trade. You can't just stay in trades just because you get totally biased. And I think that's an important thing to learn from here.
I got out, break even on the rest, but made a little bit of money of it, up 280 on the day.
Give yourself a shot. That's all you can do.
Yeah, I might short a little bit more into this, and then I'm going to short this 300 shares, and then I'm going to keep 16 as a risk of 5 cents. And so a very tight risk on the rest. Anticipating that we get a rejection back below, I think I might have gotten faked out. But again, I got to be very strict with this. There's 95s, 94s. We just want to see it break down to this 80 level if we can. About break even in it right now. 93s. And I took it because it's just such a tight risk with the whole $1.16. Looking back on it, I would have preferred not exiting there. I'm gonna let it battle this whole dollar, but keep it very, very tight. I'm probably gonna get squeezed out, it looks like here. I gotta get out there. I kept it pretty tight though. Both of these trades are very small risk trades. Still up 254 on the day. And I'm burning up a little bit of commission, but my commission in these trades is like $3. So it's alright. But yeah, I got squeezed out. Was hoping it held that 16 level as resistance, but it's okay. Still up a really good day, on a really solid amount on the day, so.
Oh, it looks like the... Looks like the resorts were coming down today.
Can you talk about the funded account program again? Yeah, so basically the way it works is it's an educational package, right? Like when you buy those accounts, the intro accounts, and when you get approved for the funded account program, you are not depositing money into an account. You are paying for an educational package, and so again, it comes with a course and a demo account and access to their chat room. And then once you're approved for the funded account program, you become a contractor for them. And so I think you would pay taxes like a contractor, and they allow you to trade their account. And like that's how they get around the PDT rule. Like, listen, people hate on them, like people leave bad reviews for them or whatever, but like the reality is like it's the cheapest way to get started. Like it is so much cheaper to buy an intro package for $375. Once you're approved for the funded account program, you're going to get more buying power. You're going to be able to short stocks with no PDT rule. And I don't think that's found anywhere else in the trading world. Like, people hate on them. I don't know. Like, most of the time people hate because they lose their account, right? Trading's an emotional game. People can't be accountable and introspective. And so they're like, oh, it's my platform's fault. Or, oh, it's John with Beginner Trading's fault. Or whomever, right? The reality is it's a super cheap account that allows you to get started, gain that experience trading a live account that you need when you first get started. You know, like I said, it's gonna say if you buy an intro instead of depositing 5 or 10 grand, you're gonna risk so much less. If you lose it, it's not the end of the world, and you do have the potential to make money on it. You can withdraw once per month. Again, there's a 70-30 profit split, and so if you take the $14,000 funded account they give you in the funded account program after the intro account, then and turn that 14K into 15K, they're going to keep 300, you're going to keep 700. And so it's like a partnership with them. And that's not bad. I mean, when you really consider you're spending $375 to get 14,000 to trade with, that's not a bad deal. And there's a $700 max loss. And so it's not like you can just blow the whole 14K. If you lose over $700, they're going to close you down. Right? But again, you're paying $375, so you're almost getting twice as much in that regard. And in terms of trading and risk and reward, that makes sense in my opinion. Again, I'm biased though. Obviously, I make a commission if you sign up, and so naturally I'm going to be biased in their favor. But objectively speaking, I think it's still a pretty cheap deal.
All right, guys, just took some off there at 86. Looking for this to get to 17, and then I'll sell it. Sorry to interrupt there.
Oh no, you're good. You didn't interrupt. I don't think.
Just trying to sell the position. I put it up in the chat for you guys. All right, let's see if we can get through 17 here. Tilray starting to push through 850. I see CGC get a good spike. That kind of led the sector. Be careful with ACB finding bottom here at 16 now. when you're seeing the other two cannabis stocks starting to get some volume and rip. ACB doesn't seem like a bad one to risk off 20s now. I might try to get 100 shares if I can get it. See if I can get 20s here and risk off of 16. I'm gonna put a limit order out. Limit order out at 1620, guys. Car, I might have to cut it if it can't get back above here. Yeah, guys, like we always say, guys, one of the things that I really recommend, and we always recommend, is to start small, especially if you're starting in trading and this is your kind of first year, especially for those traders. You need to learn how to really create the consistency over time to really give you that confidence in your process so that you can size up. I think that's what most traders don't realize, is that you get confidence in your skill level with time. And that's why you see some traders that last 10, 20 years doing this business. Reason why is a lot of the times, these are going to be the guys that, you know, they don't go for the home run every time. They go for the base hits. They like the base hits. And that's their process.
Sorry, I'm taking 1,000 shares of ACB here. Scaled out of some, but I'm holding a little bit. I didn't want to interrupt. But probably going to get out the rest of this 500 shares real quick.
Short or long?
Short.
Okay. Yeah, just to remind everyone, because
I think you're going. It's a very small position, or it's a very quick trade. Like, I've already taken some off, and I'm just kind of managing the last little 500 shares. Anything over 32, I'm gonna get out the rest.
ACB taking too long there. I canceled my order.
Yeah, I got out of ACB anyway, so I made like $80 from it though, but quick short rejecting, and you can see if you look at ACB's chart, it dropped from 36 down to 20, and so 1,000 shares gave me a pretty solid little gain there. I'm
showing it right now for you.
Okay, but yeah, so basically, you know, when you're a new trader, you just want to take it slow. Like, if you guys want some advice, like, the best advice I can give you is just to take it slow. Like, it takes years to be successful. It's not something that you're just going to miraculously pick up by taking the right course and just all of a sudden just start making all this money in trading. It's just not going to be like that for a large majority of people. The people that do end up being successful are usually very, very lucky. Not always. There's always outliers, I guess, but you know, you're going to get all this stuff that tells you if you just buy the right course or if you just do the right thing, you're going to be super profitable. And you know, that's just not accurate from my experience. What I do understand is that it's all about emotions, and you got to condition yourself to make the right emotional decision, or make the least emotional decision in trading. And that takes a lot of time. It's not something that people can usually just shut off, right? Nobody likes to lose money. And that is the hardest part. And so with that, you want to just try to gain experience. You know, that's going to come with conditioning. You know, just doing it over and over again and repetition. And if you do it over and over again, eventually it'll become a little bit better and a little bit easier for you to manage, right? But it takes time. That conditioning process, that repetition takes time. And obviously, a lot of the time, people take too big of size and they lose their account before they have that time, before they repeat it enough to condition themselves, right? And so by that logic, buying a cheap account and a disposable account at that, that's not going to be the end of the world, and that's not going to make you broke if you lose it, makes a lot more sense than saving up 5 or 10 grand and just depositing that as your first trading account. I think that's a terrible idea. I think it's much better to just go with a small account like TradeNet and Tefs, and do it that way, because you're just going to save money. It's not going to be super emotional because it's less money. You're risking less. You're getting enough buying power and enough experience if you take it slow enough. And so I would just take it slow. Best advice I can really give anybody. But yeah, this is my P&L today, team. $335. I've made a large majority of my money from ACB today. I've made $513. And again, This is what I was talking about this morning. You know, I remember talking about this morning saying I'm going to trade ACB today. And I definitely did. You can see ACB, I'm up $513 on that symbol alone. And I've took a few other trades, but mostly ACB. Like Uber was another one that I'm about break even on today. But mostly did well with ACB. My largest loss on the day has been $87, which is not too bad, you know.
All right, guys, I think this is going to make a move towards 17 here. I'm seeing ACB reject 1620 again. It's interesting, but I'm going to leave that one alone. I've tried to nail that one, guys. I did really good out the gates. After that, I have 2 or 3 losses on it, so I'm going to leave it alone. I like this car setup better to come up here through 17. Once it comes through 17, I'll sell it, and I'll actually look to reverse trade this one at 1721s.
But yeah, guys, I gotta get out of here in like 10 minutes, and so my son's thing is going on. So Mitch, it's up to you, brother, whether you want to stick around or whether you just want to close it down. If you do stick around, you're gonna have to stick around until I get back, which is probably gonna be, I'm guessing, 10:30 my time. So you know, I'm gonna another hour or so.
All right, I'll make a call here. We have over 350 people watching right now. If we can get those likes to 200, I will stay the whole time until John comes back. But I need to see that. I want to see you guys get it up there. It's a promise I'll keep, but you guys got to get it up there to 200 before John gets out of here. What do you got, John? 10 minutes?
10 minutes. I'm in Uber with 500 shares, by the way, too. I'm using the $50 as my risk.
All right, guys, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
There's a ACB, a little pop above 1620. If you guys want to take a shot on that one, that's where I kind of saw it holding, but I'm kind of done with that one.
Let's take a little bit off here for Uber, holding 200 shares left. See if we get the full breakdown. We broke under that previous closing price, you can see right here, which is a huge level. And so with that, I just took 500 shares, slowly scalping out the rest.
All right, guys, I just cut car. It came back to my entry price. I'm not gonna let it come, kind of stop me out there for no reason. I'll take my $33 win there.
There we go. There's Uber dropping. I'm gonna get out the rest here. So yeah, up 371 on the day. You can see this light blue line right here is the previous close. That's what I'm shorting into. It also had the low here, but you know, that's just the catalyst for the entry. But this previous low break is what I'm jumping into.
All right, guys, car breaking down there, guys. I'm glad I cut there, break even.
Market diving down here, guys. Wow, look at the market team. Look at this. Market massive drop. Something came out.
ACB looking good to get into.
Some type of fundamental catalyst came out today, guys. Let me see. Something just happened.
Yep. Disney taking a big hit there. Gonna look for something that's nice and up. Let's see what's going on here. What we have in the red. What's starting to lead us?
Remember, guys, at 10:30 market time, numbers are coming out. So number one, we have U.S. EIA natural gas change BCF is 81 BCF versus the expected 83 BCF. We had U.S. natural gas EIA implied flow at 81 BCF with a previous of 103 BCF. And so these are the numbers that are coming out that are dropping the market. These are gas and oil numbers.
All right, guys, gonna try to get short. Gonna try to get short here, square.
Yeah, that's gonna drop a lot of stuff. Those numbers.
Took a little bit of square there, trying to add a 80-20. Seeing the market breakdown, I've been seeing this one be one of the strongest. That's why I took it, guys. Focus here on square. I'm gonna pull stuff away so you guys can see what I'm seeing. All right, guys, don't want to see it break 80-35s is my risk here.
We also have a news release that came out that said IMF are encouraged by Argentinian creditors to continue discussions to reach an agreement, according to a spokesperson, but discussion on a new fund support program has not started.
There you go, looking great here, guys. It's now down to the 90s. If this cracks here, I'll take some at 79.50 and then 79 on the way down.
What's the goal? Yeah, so they give you a paper account for 2 weeks elevated prior to getting, you get the funded account login within like 3 or 4 days from my experience, but I think it varies as well. But it also comes with a paper account and a course and access to their chat room with the intro package, since technically that's an educational package, right? And so it comes with all that stuff, and then a lot of people, it kind of funnels them into the funded account program, as long as you haven't bought too many before. From my understanding, it's always best to reach out to them and ask them, though. What's the light goal, Mitch?
We're at 162. The light goal is 200.
Oh, unlikely, but hey,
Hey, we're almost there. We got up about 50 likes in the last 2 or 3 minutes, so we can do it. All right, guys, I'm looking for USFD to pop up here to 1888s. That looks like it's starting to crack down from the 19s. What I like about USFD is that it has a tendency of really trending when it cracks. Like earlier today, it cracked upwards and it went straight up. And now it's coming straight back down. Sometimes I really like the way this one trades.
Yeah. All right, I gotta go get ready, guys. But yeah, y'all go check out my latest video. It's called A Day in the Life of a Day Trading YouTuber. I uploaded it this weekend.
All right, guys. And you guys can check out that great entertaining video. Also, we put out a video on our separate channel, our investing channel. If you guys want to check out an investing video on Baba, definitely check that out. Earnings will be coming out tomorrow, so looks to definitely affect the stock. So check out our latest videos and definitely check out our new channel, Beginner Investing and Business Ideas.
Yeah, I put that link in the chat as well. So yeah, the first YouTube link is my latest video. It's called Day in the Life of a Day Trading YouTuber, and then underneath that, which my video kind of goes inside of my life and walks you through my day-to-day process. But then we also have the second channel link underneath that, so go subscribe to that channel as well. Mitch put out a really cool video on the stock Alibaba and a few other in the related sectors, so go check that out too. But yeah, guys, I gotta go get dressed, so I'll be right back. And like I said, we got 5 minutes, so we'll see what happens.
All right, team, you guys hear it. We got about 5 minutes for about 33 likes. It's probably like 4 minutes now, guys, so let's see if we can get it up there. Appreciate the love, Carlos. Appreciate the love, Mauricio, or anybody. You guys can find the like thing right underneath, kind of where the title is. We're getting this breakdown in square now to the 70s and the 60s. Let's see if we can get through this. Looking great here, guys. USFD, where did it go to, guys? Right to what? 1888. I'm going to show you this chart, guys. I just called this one out. Didn't take it because I don't have share size to take it. But I was looking for this one. USFD here. It came up to 19s, pulled back here. I was looking for it to come to 1888s here, and then come right back down to the 80s. Perfect little pop up there, right back down. You guys could have risked right off that 92, maybe risk 4 or 5 cents on that trade. Let's see if we get a big crackdown here in the SPY. Looks like the SPY is heading straight down there, guys. Look for stocks that have been up to start coming back down, guys. I can see that the worst 2 sectors that we don't want to see in the red are in the red. That's technology and healthcare. Those could really take us down, guys. You could see stocks like probably MU, stocks like AMD breaking down. Yup, MU breaking down big today. AMAT breaking down big today. Look at the big tech companies. Let's look at Facebook. See if Facebook breaks down. You could also look for Apple breaking down. You guys seeing that technology is flipping on us, and I think that's really what's taking this market down a little bit here. What I've always seen is that the market has been moving with technology and healthcare. Kramer actually talked about that the FANGs group took over, and you see FANG to get destroyed today. Good call on Square. Well, yeah, one thing about the Square I thought was just this stock has been riding and riding and riding. I've been leaving highs here, trying to alert me when it wants to break down, but it's definitely near the resistance. Let's just say that on a daily. All right, so the 5-minute chart actually looks like we broke down big there at the VWAP, but we don't want to see it back up by 80s. We want this to start taking another red candle on the 5-minute. Close, red candle, open, red candle. That's what I want to see, guys. There's USFD now down to 74s, 70s, 88s in this trade. You would have nailed that. Look at that. This is the trade that I called out a couple seconds ago. 88s, right back down to the 70s. Boom, boom. That's called the VWAP fake out, fade, or the VWAP reject. When we break reject, when we break the VWAP and we push back above slightly, and then we quickly reject it. There you go. I'm seeing Apple head down there, guys. Disney head down there. Seeing the big stocks break down there. Look at Facebook. Look how that flipped. We're looking great here in Square, guys. Seeing a big flip in the market here, enjoying this downward turn here. I'm going to start looking for stocks that are really making the downward move here for you guys. All right.
Hey, all right. I got to close it down.
Twitter, a nice big drop from the 32 mark. 32 is a big resistance for it, and it's starting to drop big there.
Hey, I got to close it down, brother. Unless you're keeping it up, but
Nah, it's all good. We're having definitely some momentum, but we didn't hit the likes, so that's the promise, guys.
Yep. All right, team. I got to close it down. Like I said, if you want to use the same platform as us, I'll post this link one more time. Go check out our second channel. Also, go check out Trade Ideas. I'll post the link for Trade Ideas really quickly here as well. If you want to use the same scanners that we do, Trade Ideas are great scanners, super customizable, and I still think they're in the middle of the test drive, so you can actually try them out for the next week and a half, I think, for only $9. I pay $118 roughly for my subscription, and so being able to try them out for a few weeks for $9 is pretty cheap. If you want to check that out, here's the link in the chat for that as well. Good luck in the markets, guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good day, and yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Yeah, go check out the second channel here. If you want the Discord, I'll post this here too. And yeah, later, team. Have a good day. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, guys, if you guys want to keep trading, get on Discord. I'll see you guys there.
Yep. Later, team.